All right, what's going on? And what's going on, everybody? Joel straight back at it again. Today is Thursday, April 20th, 420, 2023. I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. I know it's a holiday for some. Market's kind of ripping today. And I wanted to take a moment to recognize a one of our members of our community, Ed Art, who actually earned his funding uh, just yesterday. So I'm very proud of you. I hope that you're able to keep that funding, keep growing your accounts. It seems like you got a winning strategy. Keep rolling with what you're doing, man. You're kicking butt. All right, let's go ahead and jump on in to the charts. Like I said, market's kind of ripping today. We're taking a couple of trades today, and we were actually up. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you here. We were actually up earlier today, then lost some money, then made some money back. Down 120 currently in my Apex account on the day, up 60 in my ETF 50K. And I failed my ETF 100K, which was the static 100K. I know we started a little bit early today, earlier than we normally do. Always happy to see you here, Kevin. Let's go ahead and jump on in. So on the Apex side, I'm down exactly 120 on the day so far. I'm going to look to get that back up. Today seems like a good day to push because there is a lot of pretty reasonable amount of volatility, as well as some good movement. I did get a positive trade here. I wish that I had not cut it as early as I did, because this was the eagle move that we were talking about yesterday, that kept coming up here. And yeah, it was just a nice bounce off the volume weighted average price. I've been kind of buying a little bit high today on a lot of the moves, and so I'm trying to make sure that I stop doing that. I have pretty strong resistance right here at about 58.50. So y'all can see. Take a look at the 5-minute chart. I don't have my sim up today, which I normally like having because it's just really easy to jump back and forth between charts. Looks like we have a 5-minute 5200 cross inbound. If that plays out, this could end up being a very bullish day. Highs up here at 73.50. So really, I think that we have an opportunity to actually hit those highs if we get this crossover here. Let's take a look at the 3-minute, which only has a couple seconds left on this current candle. 3-minute also has a crossover inbound. It's a nice little pop right there. We'll jump over to the 1-minute chart. And you can see the 1 minute's on a pretty heavy cooling off period here. It could be the end of this cooling off period, and we could get this actual pop over 57. 57.58 is kind of the line in the sand right now. What's up, Tidy? Good morning. Hey, man, on the Confucius saying, yeah, absolutely. Probably gonna eventually, over the next, I don't know, a couple of months or something like that. I used to do like motivational speaking, like thought leadership type stuff, and the brain injury and the inability to speak. See, even there, right? Like I tripped over that word. The inability for me to be able to speak at the level that I used to be able to speak at has definitely caused a hamper in this particular area. But I was considering going back towards sort of the motivational thought leadership type stuff as well. And just because I really enjoyed it personally, for me, it really helped keep my mindset stable. And I thought there was a lot of value in that. So maybe I'll be able to bring some of that value to people as well. Do that same concept. Take a look at this 1 minute side here, which did get the 5200 cross some time back. Um, Kind of lagging out here at this $58 range. I think that we'll break over it. We have this 5200 cross inbound, and we're kind of pushing up and up. You can see a flag on the 3 minute side, which is pulling up towards 59. And jump back over the 20-second chart. See if we can grab some scalps. So on the apex side, I'm currently down 120 on the day. Was a nice pop there. Pop from 57 and a quarter. So 6 ticks right there off the last minute. I had to close down my TOS. My computer was just working too hard. So I have 2 Tradeovate accounts open, plus Thinkorswim, plus the web browser puts a bit of a damper on things too. Try to get in 3 contracts on the mini, or the micro rather, and just didn't fill me. I'm gonna jump back over to the ES. Drop this down to 3 ticks. There's a pop over 60. This was actually something I was anticipating. Wow, even bigger pop. Oh no, I got filled at the very top at 6150. That's sketchy. Try to get in right here. That's sketchy, man. I don't know if I want to keep this. I might just cut it immediately. I don't want to get caught in a drop. Damn, I can't believe I got filled to the top of that. That's the risk, though, when you hit join the bid. I saw this breakout inbound, and I don't know. I guess I brain farted.
Order
Ouch.
filled.
That hurt. Oh well. I think we'll be able to get it back. I think I've been trading here for quite a few hours. I've been here since like 4:30 or something. So I've been here for like 3 hours. Oh, thank you, Tiny. Yeah, actually, that's what my old brand used to be about. Um, so my old brand was very much focused a lot on like wealth development and just motivational speaking. Changing thought patterns really was a big aspect of it. Like helping people to sort of like get out of their mode of thinking, and to sort of just like change some of these concepts. Like, like we were talking yesterday, I was on welfare like, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that. And I don't think it was that long ago. I think it was like 10 years ago, actually, now that I think about it. And just like coming to the realization that like it wasn't helping me get anywhere. In fact, it was putting me more further and further in debt. Um, like there's this famous line from Big Sean where he says, though, credit card used to be EBT. In the D, though, that's DEBT, the D being Detroit. Um, and it was such a fascinating uh, concept. Was just this idea that like participating in these sort of programs actually makes you more broke, not less. And it's because it sort of like keeps you sort of on that frequency, on that lower frequency. And we've had several conversations in our Discord community about sort of the frequency aspect of things, and and sort of maintaining that frequency and all these types of things. And it's absolutely true. I mean, like, the frequency of your mindset very much determines your reality to a very, very, very strong degree, like an incredibly strong degree. And it's super, super fascinating just to watch it play out. Um, and so, when you're in that sort of frequency, and I'm not making any judgments or anything like that, just to be 100% clear. But when you're operating in that frequency, and you're around those types of things, the likelihood of you perpetuating that cycle is astronomically higher. One of the things that I used to tell a lot of my coaching students was to change your environment, uh, and that made a lot of difference for a lot of people. Change your environment and the people that you're around, because they will determine your reality. They will drag you down if you let them, and they will elevate you if that's the kind of people that they are. Dropping a doji here. I feel like there's a 3-minute crossover inbound. I remember seeing that. Yeah, it's not far out. Far out, bro.
Order filled.
Took a long here off 5750. I'm in the micro, so it's not like it's gonna make a lot or anything like that. But I was just looking for a little 3-tick move here, for a bounce off the 90 MA on the 3-minute side.
Order filled.
There you go. Made a tiny little bit of money back, like $7.50 minus fees. I don't actually know what the fees are on the micro, but I think they're kind of high. Like, all the fees became like crazy high. Oh, try to take that little bounce there. Yeah, I missed that. I'm gonna throw a 1-minute chart up of the ES. All right, so I got a 3 and a 1-minute chart of the ES. Guess that hasn't loaded in quite yet. There's one thing about Tradevate that I actually really dislike is its ability to load certain things like the TTM and stuff like that. A lot of volatility right now.
Order filled.
In long at 57.50, letting me get out at 58.25. This candle opening lower, 2 ticks lower, which is actually quite a lot. Dropping it down one tick. So I'm looking to get 2 ticks on this trade. It did pop right below my sell order at 58. I was at 58 and a quarter. It's on my sell right now, but no fill at the moment.
Order
There we
filled.
go. Got that fill. So made a tiny little bit back. Have a long way to go on Apex side. I'm going to jump back over to ETF because we are positive in this account. I'm going to look to keep it that way. Some of my voice today, it feels kind of like, I don't know, weird inflection to it. To the 1 minute side. One minute is currently flat on the TTM. And so you look at the 3 minute side, which is actually stacking on the TTM. We have this crossover that is probably about 5 minutes out, maybe 3 minutes out. Coming up for a test of 60. $50 is at the 50 EMA is at 52.87, while the 200 is at 54.32 on the 3 minute chart. This would be our next crossover because the 20-second and the 1 minute already did it. So this would give us further confirmation of upward direction. And currently we're up. I'm in Apex. We got ETF. ETF, we're up 58 and a quarter. All right, so potential long right here. Based off of the TTM here, the 9's above the 12. I would be waiting for this 1226 crossover to take place. This looks like, it may pop before then. I'm doing the bid right here. Trying to get in at 58 and a quarter. Ran on past me. Damn it. Missed that up. Look for an entry at 58.50. That's not going to happen. That's frustrating that I missed that up. And I feel like I'm missing a lot of trades today. Looking for an entry off of 59, and then a pop up to 60. Tap my entry, no fill. Dude, come on, man. What is up with the fills, dude?
Order filled.
All right, got in at 59.50. I'm looking to get out at 60 and a quarter.
Order filled.
All right, we're out on that. We're up 90.18. Why did that only fill one contract when I had 3 selected? Oh, because only one actually.
Order filled.
There we go. That's what happened with that.
Order filled.
All right, we got out on that. So this actually only filled one contract here. So that was a little annoying. Did make a little bit of extra money on that, but that should have been 3 and 3. I've been struggling with fills today on every account. So I was trading in Thinkorswim, and I was trying to get into something. It took me 15 minutes to get a fill in the pre-market. 15 minutes. I was just, as price was bouncing around, like it was well below my sell or my buy order. Just very, very challenging to get fills on everything today. And I've even had a couple Trade-Evate fill issues. So I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, no worries. I hope you have an awesome day at work. There's a nice little rip there. Um, I certainly wish that we had not cut this. We did make a tiny little profit, um, but but it wasn't within a bracket order, so it ended up just filling this, and then this bracket order canceled itself. So, which was pretty frustrating. Let's see, 3 minute here. Checking the 3 minute side. This is still on approach for 5,200 cross. We're at 50. They're about $1 apart. Top of the day being at 62. I think that we have opportunity up to the highs up here, which is at 73.50. Nice little 4-tick pop there. Good amount of volatility today, which we haven't seen in the markets for a couple of days. It's been pretty annoying, actually. And gonna switch to the 20. Trailing max on Apex is at 1,077. Double top there, 61.25. And the high of this wick was 62.25. Three-minute is continuing to stack pretty heavily. I'm gonna look for an entry off of 60, see if that's feasible. So that would be like a pretty reasonable pullback, followed by an entry at 60. It might not pull back that far, but essentially the intention is to get in on a 9 EMA bounce. And I'm just gonna wait. There's a doji up there at the top. There's a lot of buyers there at 60.5. $60.5 kind of was the bottom of that. So the 9 EMA bounce seems like a pretty good trade right now. But again, didn't get the entry. I had my entry placed just a little too low, 2 ticks too low. So that one's my fault. Breaking above 62. That would have been a very nice trade. Should have just joined the bid.
Order filled.
Enter long off 62.50. I want to see this pop up towards 64, 65. I've personally been kind of struggling in terms of my entry points today. Pretty heavy pullback here. A lot of volatility today. Be careful. Ugh. Yikes. I'm gonna have to cut this again. I feel like I'm chasing trades today, I think.
Order filled.
Loss of 450 on that. Down 781 on the day now on Apex. That's just crazy to me. I'm not going to trade 3 contracts on Apex again anymore. I pretty much miss, like, I keep getting in on the top end of it, and then I get the fall over, and it's happened to me a couple of times. Very clearly, reading the chart incorrectly here at the moment, and it's been pretty frustrating. I'm gonna take a look at this 3-minute exchange here. We're pretty close to a crossover. Of course, that thing bounced off of my fill point.
Order filled.
In long 1 contract at 60.5. Probably gonna stick with 1 contract for a little while. Pulling back 4 ticks.
Order filled.
Took a second contract, lowered our cost basis down to 60 and a quarter. I'm looking for a move up to 61 and a quarter.
Order filled.
All right, we took that trade off. We got out 2 ticks for 2 contracts. Still down pretty heavily on the day in Apex, but we're doing pretty good on ETF side so far. We're up 104. What up, Ty? What up, Pawn? Good to see you. By the way, I don't know if take a look at your entry points, but I don't know if you guys were here earlier, but I wanted to shout out Ed Art. Ed Art is a member of our Discord community that actually earned funding yesterday. So we did pass his evaluation with a $9,000 profit target. So good on you, Ed Art. Very proud of you, man. Good job. I personally think I'm trading a little aggressively today, and I think I need to dial that back slightly. And as Pawn pointed out, take a look at my entry points. Um, I'm entering a little bit too far extended away from the EMA, and I think that the reason for that is because I think that I'm chasing trades that I'm actually seeing at that time, and then I'm setting my buy order there, and I'm just not getting filled, and then that's causing me to kind of like chase it a little bit. I think that chase is what's having me end up entering it toward the top. So I think that that's what's going on from a psychological standpoint with me. I think I need to put my buy order maybe a tick or two above where I have been purchasing it, or where I have been attempting to purchase it rather. That way, it'll fill on the way up, and I'm not getting stuck on the stuck in this sort of like chasing it, you know what I mean? So I think that's one thing I really need to work on today. And yeah, definitely having patience enough to get in on pullbacks as well. It was a very nice rip up here towards 6250. So this is the highs. I'm not going to enter again up here. You can see there's some extension off that. Um, so I'm going to wait for the pullback, and these have been pulling back for multiple candles straight, down to about the 50 and then popping back off of there. So I won't be doing that again. Although a bounce off the EMA 35 right here at 60.75 seems kind of reasonable. Pulling back down to the EMA 50. So 3-minute got that crossover, and that's where that rip came into play. This was a nice pop here. The EMA 50 was definitely a very good entry and exit point. Or not exit point, but entry point. We look to get in at 61.25.
Order filled.
In long 61.25. Looking for an exit at 62. On Elite Trader Funding side, I'm in 3 contracts of the ES. I think the move really was the EMA, the 50 bounce, not so much this zone. Down 2 ticks in this. Now 3. That's too much of a pullback. We got in off the 9 EMA, but I'm trading very poorly today.
Order filled.
That puts me red on the day in ETF. Man, I feel kind of at a loss today, and it popped right back up. Literally and figuratively, I feel like I'm at a loss today. It's kind of frustrating. We shorted the pullbacks today, and been great for quick lot scalps. Oh, 1 point scalps. Yeah, I don't know. I may start looking at potentially going short today. This is pulling back quite a bit. Down here at 59 now. That's a pretty heavy pullback there off 62 down to 59. It's 12 ticks down. Pretty challenging day for me. I started off strong, and I was actually strong in all my accounts, and just ended up, I don't know, possibly over trading, but definitely I feel like chasing. All right, so I may look at going short. Well, here's what's up. Okay, 9 is below 12. We're getting a 1226 crossover on the downside, and TTM on red. But we may bounce off the 50. Nope, it's just dropping straight down. Pulling down to the 200 SMA on the 20-second chart, and we're on approach for a 5200 cross on the downside. This is starting to look like a head and shoulders. Looks like some shorts getting filled right here on this last one. Continuing to push downward. Pretty heavy drop. Dropping all the way down to VWAP. See if we bounce off VWAP. That was like a 16 tick short right there. A little more, honestly. 16 to 20 ticks. And dipping below VWAP. Big rip back up. Watch out for rejection off this 9 EMA. Maybe I like 56.50 or so if it does reject. See if we get a 1 minute yellow candle, but this is looking, I don't know, I guess I'm skeptical in both directions right now. On the one hand, I want to go short. There is some, like a pretty decent amount of evidence for a short right here. On the other, there's also a decent amount of evidence for a long right here. So try to go short off 57.50. I'm gonna cut it. I didn't actually enter or exit. I feel kind of like skittish just in recent weeks. Yeah, 1.4 ticks. I feel very skittish in recent weeks on trading. That's kind of frustrating me, honestly. Just because I guess I feel like I've done really well for a very long time with trading, and I feel like I'm kind of in a place right now where I feel as if I don't know. Maybe I need to break away from it for a while or something. Like I'm off and on as to whether or not I'm doing good. My consistency has gone down pretty substantially as well, which has been pretty frustrating. So we have a yellow candle on 1 minute side that's flashing in between red and yellow. I'm somewhat inclined to go short here because the 5200 cross is on approach. And okay, so I am short
Order
right
filled.
now. We're close to a silent switch though, so I will look to cut this quickly. Come on. So silent switch did play, pulled up to the 200 moving average. Hopefully we reject off of this. I'm looking for this to actually reject. There is silent switch there though, and we're on approach on 1226 cross. So the if this does get a 5200 cross on the downside, I think it's a little weak. It's in the ETF account. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this.
Order filled.
I cut this so I can see the slope of the 50s actually working its way upward.
Order filled.
Whoops. Okay, so we're in long. I'm going for 7 ticks on this. We're in long 3 contracts on ETF. This did pull up to 59.50. I'm looking for a move up to $60 exactly. It was a nice rip followed by an immediate dip. Are we going to get the full-on rip?
Order filled.
I'm also long on Apex side at 58.75. Going for a much smaller trade on Apex side. We're going to get out of 59.50 there and 60 here on ETF.
Order filled.
Apex is out with profit. Gonna cut here.
Order filled.
Pretty good trade. Got that one from, so I got 1 point on there, 4 ticks. Still down 208.70. I need to get my brain in the game. You know, that's just where I'm at. Down almost 700 on Apex side. A lot of comments for me to try to read back through. I think I need to get a second monitor. I don't have enough desk space though. I think I need to get a second monitor so I can monitor both comments and other things. Scale down to the micros and trade 2 to 4 contracts. It's probably not a bad idea. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna grab water. Okay, I'm just gonna throw the charts up here and leave them up. I'm gonna grab water real fast. Be right back. All right, we back. Got water and supplements. By the way, if anybody's curious about what my supplements are, I do take quite a lot of things that have really helped a lot with the brain injury. Like, it's really helped pretty substantially come back, where doctors told me that there'd be no possible way that I'd be able to come back at all from the brain injury. But I've come back far more than they ever expected. And I contribute or attribute some of that to the supplements that I take. Because you can keep growing your brain your entire life, including when you're old. Your brain can still keep regenerating. It's amazing, actually. I think it's pretty awesome. We'll start off with some B12. Coming over to the micro, and I'm gonna look to trade like 4 contracts. Look to go short, I think, right here. No, gonna cut that. Doji did that with that downward doji right there. I was like, no. I was looking for a rejection off of the 9 EMA. I guess I should have gone with it. But it was actually a pretty good short. Would have worked. 50 down. We got the 5200 downward cross on the 20-second chart. So that did play. I'm sure the 3-minute still has the upward cross. Yeah. 3-minute also has a 912 crossover potential. Well, 912 are crossing downward with the 1226 inbound as well. We may bounce here off the 35 on the 3-minute side. See what's up with the 1. Five minutes on approach for 5200 cross as well. No worries, Tiny. I hope you have an amazing day. Good luck at work. I don't know. Honestly, it kind of looks like it's more short to me than long in this area, but it kind of it feels like on the longer term charts that we're more inbound for a breakout on the longer term charts. On the short term, though, it doesn't seem that way. Like 5-minute is, I don't know, kind of stacking up. The TTM is cooling off on the 5-minute, but we are on approach for the 5200 on the 5-minute side. Seemingly finding some support around 56 area. I think that this 5200 cross on the 22nd is really just kind of be like a temporary pullback, because on the 3, the 5, well, the 5 is on approach for a 5200 cross. The 3 already did, and it's still pulling back some. The 1-minute has been crossed for quite some time. I think off this 56 area, we may have room up to like 58. This guy here, this wicked at 58 and a quarter. This one wicked at 58. We've kind of been rejecting along the 50 EMA though, because if you look at this, there's a rejection there on 50. There's a rejection there on 50. Our next pull up is right now, and likely it'll go to 57.50, and then may reject off that. Rip up and then pull back. Watch out for rejection on that 50 EMA. This looks like it's actually going to turn around this time. I say that because I think it looks better than the other approaches. Because the other ones here, they were all red on TTM. This one is yellow on its approach. I'm looking to get 4 contracts off 57. I don't know if it'll pull back that far, but I'm going to wait to see if it does. This is in a micro. The intention was to get in off the 35. I think 57 is too low. Try to get in at 57 and a quarter. All right, we're in 57 and a quarter on 4 contracts of the micro. And I'm looking for a move up to 58. We got a cyan switch here on the 20-second chart. The 9 and 12. The 9 is getting above the 12. But we are pulling back. This could be the rejection of the 50 EMA that I mentioned. Now down 4 ticks in this. 3 ticks. Rejecting that crossover, rejecting the 50, and rejecting the cyan switch. We're out. Lost of $30 on that. Down 725 on Apex side. Failed that crossover. We're on approach to 830. The moving average on the 5-minute chart is $6 diverse. This is quite a lot. But they are converging. Oh, wow. I did not realize I didn't have my charts up. My apologies. Take a look at the price action today. Every time it gets extended away from the 9. Yeah, I've noticed that it's basically rejected the 9 over and over again. Especially on the 1-minute side. Pulling down to the VWAP now and dipping below it. The 50, it is on approach for a cross to the downside on the 200 and bouncing off the 50. Or bouncing off the VWAP. My apologies. Let's see. Wonderful dip below VWAP. I would consider a short off that 9 EMA. I'm just observing right now. And I think I'm probably going to be observing for a little bit. We're 5 minutes out from 8:30. more like 3 minutes. I might look for a push up to the EMA 35 and then a short off the 35. Right,
Order
so I'm
filled.
going long here off 55. I'm looking to get out at 55.75. I'm on the micro, 4 contracts. So I'm looking for this to go up slightly, and then I want to short
Order
it on the way
filled.
down as well. So there's the pop up. We got that trade on the way up. And then I would want to short off of basically off of this level here. Now this is based off of these previous patterns. But the longer time frames, I don't know. I'm gonna look at this on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, so it is popping back down. I think the fact that we rejected this cyan switch right here makes this look a lot weaker than it otherwise would be. See where we're at on that 5 minute side. Still about $6 difference on crossover. It's 3 minute already crossed over some time ago and basically failed since. So Pawn just pointed out really just that it's been basically failing all day at the essentially popping and rejecting off of the 9 EMA. So really just kind of riding the 9 EMA. It looks like you got your EMAs, your 9 listed as blue here. So here's an example right here where it is pulling back to the 9 EMA and then ripping above it, then pulling down to the 9 EMA again and back below it. So like here's a rejection down from it. Let's see what else we got. This guy here being a bounce off of it as well. And over here, the rejections from it. Pulling back, and then that would have also rejected it as well. So really just riding the 9 then today, huh? A 3 minute chart up here. Some little bit of bounce off view up. Nine's back below 12. We'll see if we bounce right here at the view app, but it's looking weaker. Like we're eventually might reject our lows of the day. Lows down here at 42.75 and highs at 73. We're literally trading like right in the middle of the highs and lows in the day.
Order filled.
It was short off the VWAP. Looking for a pullback down to 53. We're in 4 contracts to the micro. Wow, really? Gonna bounce back up.
Order filled.
Got out with a micro profit on that one. Like a really micro profit. I feel more bearish, honestly. That, like, I feel like this is gonna fall down over go up. I could be wrong. Especially because the 5-minute still has that crossover potential inbound. But it is a ways out. I think I'd put that at like 9 or even 9:30. I'm feeling more and more bearish on this. 9 and 12 are now getting below the VWAP. Divergence is now about $3 on the 5200 cross with more downward slope. $35 is kind of crossing above 26 at the moment. We may get a red yellow, which might pop up to about 55. And there's the red yellow. And I said pop up to 55. And that's exactly where it hit. All right, this is the last chance I think for the VWAP. Let's get a 1-minute chart up. Here's one. Pretty big surge back above VWAP though. Pulling all the way up to 56. All right. Normally this would look like a long. There is a down wick on here. So normally this would look long. 9's above the 12. There's that EMA 35 cross. I'm very skeptical of the day right now. It's looking more like a long to me. At a standing order at 54.75.
Order filled.
Got in long, kind of high at 56.50. Kind of popped up a little bit. Should have kept my 54.75 entry though. And this could reject, as Pawn's been saying, off of the 9. There is a 912 crossover on cyan switch, getting above 50 at the moment. It's not strong enough yet. If this VWAP bounce actually helps. The hope would be a move up to 58. $54.75 was definitely the entry point that I should have stuck with, as there was plenty of ops there.
Order filled.
So long in ETF off of 55 and look for a move to 55.75. So look for 3 ticks on that. Then the micro.
Order filled.
All right, we got that. We also got this on the... Oh, no, we haven't got this on Apex side yet. I'm going to cut it there. Lock in the profit.
Order filled.
Reasonable trade on that. We got 3 ticks on 4 contracts of the micro. So I think we're on approach here for another 5,200 cross on the 20-second chart. This is a pretty large rip off the 9 EMA, and this has been rejecting a lot after this. So to like rip up and then rip back down heavily and then kind of ride down. And that's basically what it's been doing a lot of the day. So I'm going to wait for this to pull back, probably about to $56 around the 9 EMA. It doesn't look like it wants to pull back, but that's where I think this is going. So there's our little double top there, 58.50. I want to see this pull back to like 56.50 or so. EMA 35 is on approach to get above the EMA 50. I'm going to put a standing order here at 56.75, which it did not fill. It was only there for a brief second, so no fill on that. Pulling back to the 9. So basically, got this rip up from the 9 and then a pullback to it. And then now we're looking for another push on that. Dude, there we go. One take down, one over here. All right. Ripping it out, breaking out above that, above the 200 moving average. These are diverged about $1. So I'd be looking for a pullback probably to around like 56 or so. Honestly, I wonder about taking a short down here. Like a short just down like 3 ticks, not like a short like I'm intending that this will go down. Because it looks more like it's just going to keep on ripping upward, but the intention would have been a short down to like the 12 or something like that. $15 and $200 are on approach on the cross. On the 20-second chart. The 5-minute chart is now about $5 difference from each other. And the 5-minute has all but cooled off on the TTM. It's at 0.1 on the TTM. And our next candle is going to be at 8:45, which is right now, actually. And it's opening with a red on the TTM at -0.2, but obviously it is working its way upward. I think that we'll run into resistance here at 60. Maybe even a little bit before then. Setting an order for one contract at 59. And the intention here is a pullback towards the 9 EMA. This is one contract of the mini on Apex.
Order filled.
In long at 59, one contract. I'm looking to get out at 59.75. We've got a double doji on that though, which is not really what I want to see, but I think we'll be all right.
Order filled.
All right, that was one contract, 3 ticks. So that made us, I don't know, $37 or so before fees. Pretty decent little trade. I have a long way to go to work back up. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Pawn, where you're essentially describing where you've got this rip off the 9, and then you're shorting right here in this zone for a pullback towards the 9 EMA. Kind of like what's happening here, where you got this pop up, this sort of extension off that 9, and then you're shorting right here for the pullback to the 9. Is that correct? Did I mention that accurately? Fun. I hope I did. My only issue with that is that I struggle to find where that top is. So when I go to look at this, I'm like, okay, well, we got to rip up there. And so I'm like, how do I determine the what is the top and what, like, essentially for that pullback? So that's the I think that's the reason really why I'm not taking that trade. Now that I'm just vocalizing it, is that I'm looking at that, I'm like, okay, well, is this going to rip up and then just keep on ripping? Or is it going to rip up, pull back slightly, and then not go down to the 9 and then rip back up? Essentially, like, pull back to like here, and then, 1 minute candle, then pops it. But I guess that's where risk management comes in. Essentially, this one obviously opened green because it opened up here. But then, it ripped right back down. So I guess that's the question then for me. But like this move here, where it did sort of peak out, and then you had that pullback to the 9. Dude, I'm starting to get brain fog, man. So. There's that rejection off of 60 that we mentioned. We saw moves like this all day yesterday, where we had these big moves down and then a doji and then a big rip up. And this is happening just ahead of the 5200 cross. So I kind of want to see a pullback to about 58.50, maybe 59. Really just kind of waiting on this crossover now. I don't know if we'll get it. Like, honestly, the chart looks like it's not going to happen. Like, it looks like it's going to reject. You see the TCM is down here in red. 9 is below 12. It's getting a 12.26 crossover on the downside. I can tell that I'm getting brain fog, though. Like decision fatigue or something. That's a nice pop off the EMA 35. Checking in with a 5-minute chart. 54.50 and 59.50, about $5 difference on the divergence there. Jumping over to the 20-second chart again. And this is on approach for the 5200 cross. I want to see a pullback to like the EMA 35 right here, about 58.25. So I want it to reject here for a minute, for like just not even a minute, but like just a very short amount of time. I just want it to pull back some. It's a yellow candle. Doesn't look like we're going to get that pullback. Double top there at 60.5. Joining the bid here. Looking to get in at 60.
Order
Getting
filled.
off 60. I'm looking for a pop off of 60. I'm hoping that we don't get a rejection, but I'm looking for this. We got the 5200 cross here. Looking for this cyan switch right now on the 20-second chart. And I'm looking for a move up to 61.75. I'm going for 7 ticks. I'm really looking for a move up towards 62, 63. But I just want to take some of the meat off that bone. We're in 3 contracts of the mini at 60. I'm looking for a move up to 62, 63 area. My concern is a rejection off of 60. So that's my concern with this. I'm going to take a look at the 1 minute chart, which is getting a new candle now. So the 1 minute actually has some cooling candles here on the TTM, which I don't like. Down a couple of ticks in this so far. I know we're a long way off on that 5 minute chart, so I'm not even going to bother checking it. Got a green dot showing up on the TTM. But pulling back a couple of ticks now. I still feel pretty decently confident in this trade. But given the resistance along the 4160, I do have some hesitation. Pulling back now, it's down 5 ticks. If it pulls back any more than this, I gotta cut. I guess a short off of 60 wouldn't have been such a bad play. Nine is below 12 on approach for a downward move. On the 1226. So my hope is based on this 5200 cross right here. So the intention is that more or less the TTM on the 20-second chart will get above 1.0. And that this 5200 cross is going to continue to diverge. That's what I want to see. Currently they're diverged about 75 cents. I want it to be more like $1.50. There definitely was more opportunity down here to get an entry along like 58, 50, or 59. There's a tap of 60. It's tested 60 several times now. One minute still getting some cooling on the TTM at 2.3, 2.4 area with its previous candle at like 2.5. So it's not going to take much for this to actually hit that TTM result that I'm after. That's on the 1 minute side. We've got resistance at 60.75, like 60-50 area. So we really need to break above 61. Like that's kind of the line in the sand, it feels. I might reduce my sell order just because of the length of time that this is taking. Um, and because of the cooling off on the TTM on the 1 minute side makes it look not quite as nice. So divergence is now about $1 on the 5200, pulling back down below the 52 or the 50 EMA. I guess I should have got out at like 60.5 or so. I'm gonna probably have to cut this. That's too bad, because it looked like there was that option was there, but we just ended up rejecting. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this.
Order
That's
filled.
frustrating, and this is probably the bottom too. That's pretty frustrating. So I lost over $1,000 in Apex today. I'm gonna close Apex down. I'm actually pretty shocked that didn't break out above that. Somebody else probably watching this and be like, "Can't believe you're shocked on that," but the truth is, I am, because it really did feel with the 5200 cross, with what is approaching on the 5 minute side, as well, that there is this opportunity for this to break, and we're pulling back down to 58 now at this particular point in time. But I've been struggling all week on trading, man, and I don't know what's up. But whatever the case is, it's just not playing properly for me. I know that we have a super recession inbound, so I guess I better get really freaking good at shorting, man. Honestly, I'm pretty shocked that didn't pop above 60. I really am. It makes sense that 4160 is a natural resistance zone, but I still feel really shocked that they didn't pop above 60. Like it did for like a brief second, but it's just like I don't know. So we're right here at 9 o'clock. We'll see what happens off the 9 o'clock push. But I probably should walk away from trading today. Especially because, like I said, I started the day off really strong, and I feel like I'm ending the day very weak. So pulling back, likely down to the view app now at this point. Going short here. I'm looking for a pullback down towards the view app. I'm in 5 contracts of the micro on Elite Trader Funding side. Look for a move down to 55.50. Try to get out of 56, but no fill. All right. Well, we got that. That was 5 contracts to the downside. Wait, what? How did I lose money on that? I think I just paid more in fees than I just profited. Pretty high accuracy, but I wish you could break this down by trade. I wonder if you can. Hmm. Chat history fills. Let's go here. Does it break you down by? I wish the fees were a little bit more transparent. You know what I mean? Like I wish it would say fee, like the fee paid or whatever on each trade. I think that would be useful. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I don't know the answer to. But it would be really useful, I think. In order to actually see, uh what the fee was that you paid. Because we're at 193.10, and then this ended up failing all the way, by the way. I should have just left it. But we were at 193.10, and then now we're at 201.10. So we lost $10 on a winning trade. So I didn't have my charts up again. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down there because I think I'm at my limit in terms of decision making. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down there. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us today. Congratulations yet again to Ed Art for earning your funding in the futures market. Really proud of you, man. Good job. And also, guys, if you too are trying to earn funding in the futures market, there's a link in the description. You guys can check out Elite Trader Funding, and you can earn funding as low as $10,000, as high as $300,000. There's a link in the description with the promo code JSBEST to lock in a lifetime discount on that. And also, Apex is still running, I believe, a 90% off deal right now, where you can actually get access to any of these plans that you see here for 90% off for the first month and 80% off every month thereafter. There's also a link in the description for that with a promo code as well. That promo code is in the description, so you're going to want to grab it from there. But yeah, guys, with all that said, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here for the day. I think I need to walk away from the charts. I think that's probably what's best for my trading. So, yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing time today. Good luck out there in the markets. Peace. Appreciate y'all.